You clicked on this video because you want to know now and you want to know fast, should I buy Shiba Inu? In this video, I will give you 3 mathematical factual tools so that you can use them for yourself. And by the end of the video, you're going to have a better understanding. Should I buy Shiba Inu or should I stay the hell away? Let's dive in. So the first mathematical tool I'm going to give you is based on the years, market cycles, and tops, and if price of different assets, not Shiba Inu, have gone back up to its previous high from years and years back. So I'm going to Sesame Street this, right? I have colored boxes like the rainbow labeled by the years. John McAfee, who had a large social media following at the time, spoke about this coin here. It went berserk. And since it went berserk, 2018, years and years later, hasn't gotten back to all-time highs. 𝑉RTcoin, it did not have any mega social media person talk about anything. However, it also went berserk at the end of the 2017 bull run leading into 2018, and years later, it is still much under its all-time high. For the sake of relativity, how much below, you ask? Well, 95% down, which means if you were to have bought the top, which I wouldn't assume anybody would, but if somebody had, for every $100 that they bought, they now have $5 years and years later. All right, so Knowles, I am including Knowles because I personally bought this. I was new back here. I was new to crypto in 2017. So from the top, years and years later, it is still not anywhere close to where it was. So because the boxes are aligned with the high, it's not touching the box right now, right? So, and it is also about 95% down from there. EOS was supposed to be an Ethereum killer. It went berserk at the end of the 2017 bull run, had a second top actually, but from that top, you can see aligned. It's not in the box, therefore it is still down. And even such a big project, it is 80% down, meaning for every $100, somebody would have $20 left. All right, so that is the first tool that I'm giving you. The second tool that I'm going to give you is a percentage increase based on, if I put $1,000 in Shiba Inu now, will I become a millionaire? All right, let's go. So let's measure Verge from bottom to top. That is well over a 10,000 X run, not percent. So that percent's in the millions. That was, so every $1 became $10,000. But how can you tell if something's going to do that? How small it was in market cap when it was low. So its market cap, you see here, was 1 million. It started under 1 million with an M market cap. Therefore, its gains were insane. It literally made millionaires. 𝑉RTcoin, from bottom to top, it did a 41,000% run, which is about 410x. Every $1 became $410. If by this point you like what you're seeing, take a quick second, take your phone, put it horizontally, hit the like button, and leave me a comment to help out the algo. And if you're new and you like what you're seeing here, take a quick second while your phone is already horizontal, most likely, hit subscribe, hit the bell. I will help walk you through your crypto journey to lessen the chances that you make a massive mistake that cost you a lot of money. All right, so let's go back to this. Here we go. All right, so 𝑉RTcoin, from not even the bottom, but to the top, 410%. Now, where was its market cap? About 1 million. So it didn't start less than 1 million. So, but it was bigger than Verge. Therefore, the run, it was smaller. You made less money with every $100. Knowles, the one I had, it went on an 8,000% run, which is 81x. Every $1 that you bought at the bottom, if you sold the top, which you can't do, became $81. Knowles started out at market cap around $40 million. So a bigger market cap, and you notice that the percentage increase is smaller. Every $1 became fewer dollars than what Verge and what 𝑉RTcoin did. EOS, from bottom to top, 4,100%, which is a 42x. Every $1 became $42. So what do you think that means about the market cap? Oh, it started off bigger. It started off at a $500 million market cap with it. So 500 million, so much, so 500 times bigger than what, over 500 times bigger than what Verge did. And the run was way smaller because it started off bigger. It simply could not grow much more. That is the second tool that I'm going to give you. All right, the third tool that I'm going to give you is based off of an average. You can see a red line here, and I'm back on Verge right now, the one that definitely made quite a, like teenagers literally becoming millionaires, right? All right, so here we go. what I'm going to do here is take roughly the top, okay, and go one weekly candle back. So each of these is a weekly candle. The red line is the average of the previous 10 candles where it was in price, okay? So I'm actually going to take off price for this because it went parabolic. I go back one candle, which I've labeled here, go down to the red line. It went 1,700% above its red line. However, it was a small cap. Therefore, it went a lot higher, a lot faster. It was allowed to go much higher over its red line or its 10 EMA, more so than something that has a larger market cap. Vertcoin, which was a slightly smaller or a bigger market cap than what Verge was. And you can see the major difference here. Start at the top, go back one candle, measure from the red line. It was only able to get 200% above that line instead of over 1,000, right? Okay, Knowles, even bigger market cap. How high was it able to go? If I could use my chart correctly. All right, so go back a candle, measure from the red line. It went 300% above 300, and then it tanked. All right, so EOS, which was an even bigger market cap. Let's go to here, to the top, go back a candle, measure from the red line, and only 200%. So a fairly large cap could only go 200% before it tanked. That was its parabolic move, 200%. Those are the three tools. Now let's apply those to Shiba Inu. So the first tool, in terms of will it get back up to this green box? Well, we don't have the rainbow here because it's so young. So we technically can't use that, but you can guess the next four, what you potentially are looking at, I guess, worst case, right? So imagine 4 more boxes. If you zoom out, this box becomes small. You have 4 more, the potential for what happened to those coins to happen to this one, okay? So the second tool that I gave you in terms of market cap, Shiba Inu, it didn't start off at 0. It says 0 down here at the bottom, but let's just say it started off at about 3 billion with a B, 3 billion with a B. So what does that mean for how much $1 can turn into? Or if you bought now, what can $1,000 come into? What is its market cap now? Its market cap is 35 billion. So much larger than all those coins actually even combined, much larger than all of them combined. So if you think, okay, well, let's see what, how high can this go, right? It's going to be a much smaller percentage basis. So a 300% from current price would put you at 0002 in terms of dollars. So essentially 2 10,000ths of a penny, 3 zeros before the number 2. That's a random guess. That would still be a huge run for such a large cap coin. Now the third tool, how far away from the 10E, the red line is it, or has it gotten? Is it toppy? Is it going to crash from here? You go to this candle, go one back, go down. Remember, this is a larger cap. So I would, usually large caps like this can't go much more than 200% away from its daily 10 or its weekly 10 EMA. And this has gotten 400%. You see that in the blue box, the top number in parentheses, 400%. So go to EOS, which was a much smaller market cap. It only was able to get 183% away from its all-time high. All right, again, hit like if you liked what you saw. If you don't, you get flipped off. And for new viewers, if you liked what you saw, hit subscribe, hit the bell so you can stay in the know. I will help walk you through your crypto journey. Don't hesitate to check out my exclusive community, Patreon, Discord link in the description section. And you all just got Timified.